Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahushai. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rukakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to you, beloved Akim. That is pushing his word in sincerity and truth. With humiliation all across the forwards to you, I salute. This is the brother Zai one back to another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. And pretty much I want to get into a brief lesson on a vision my wife had. You know, how your woman go. She insisted on me, me doing this lesson to the spirit. So I say, man, let me just bring it out. You know, pretty much, she said, me and her was together and our dog. We was on the run, and pretty much, and we end up into this this look like it's abandoned cabin or something. Abandoned cabin. You see, this abandoned cabin, and pretty much we stayed there. Yeah, and I told her, I say, look here, don't open this door. This is what she's telling me in what happened in the dream. So I told her, don't open this door. And we had pretty much, things to sustain us in that little cabin. And we been there for a long period of time. But pretty much, while we was in that cabin, this abandoned cabin, pretty much, we was pretty much in the dream. She could have saw this ugly demon. This demon to the door every other night trying to torment us. Every other night trying to torment us. But the minute, he pulling on the door trying to get inside. But the minute we call on the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the demon would just go. The demon would just go. And this will be a repeated thing every other night. Demon come to the door, say, trying to kill us. And we would call upon the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and the demon would just go. And this happened for months, time after time, until, she said in the dream, because we couldn't come out the house. So in the dream, the Lord, in the dream, she said, in the same cabin, it's like almost like a hole or a portal, and we was able to go into it, and we was like almost relocated into another place. Out of that situation we was in that cabin, getting terrified by that demon every night. And this place was so nice and so beautiful, away from all of that turmoil we was going through in the dream. This is what she was explaining to me, because pretty much, after early hours in the morning, like after 3, I couldn't sleep, and then all of a sudden, she just like started talking, and then she said, "Baby, I had a weird dream," and then she was explaining to me the dream. She said, "Man, baby, can you go into this and what it means?" And the first thing I thought about is the scripture in Proverbs 18:10. I always think about that because sometimes, brothers, we all experience dreams whereby we have what we call sleep paralysis. Sometimes demons attack you, but you can't even move. You can't talk. You can't even move nothing. You call upon the names, and then the demon just go. We like in that dream we call upon the names of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And the demon would just go. Every night he would come torment us. Every night. You see? And she said she could see the demon outside. She could see the demon. Those visions where you in the dream, but you could see what happening, or you could see it happening, like, she could see the demon outside. It was an ugly, shawny demon, almost like this one. And certain another thing I took from that also, because I told her don't open the door, but she listened. She listened. You know, even after we was delivered, we ended up in this nice place where everything was good. But pretty much she listened when I told her don't open the door, don't go outside. So in these time to come, yeah, it is. If your mind tell you something, these perilous time, you gotta listen. But if you do your own thing, it maybe cost you in these times. If your mind, your hedge of protection, tell you something, because your scripture say a man can be that covering. So a lot of these women, when independent, they ain't got a covering out here in these last days. They're gonna be taken. They're gonna be taken because, all right, what's gonna come from the outside is gonna be hell. Demons on these people. All right. And if you ain't covered by Yahweh Shimei Shai, that man ain't a man of the hopeful elect, but they in problems. All right. Now this is saying 3 doors evil used to enter your home. I ain't really going into it, but I just this stood out to me. Because one of those is when you don't have the head to protect you, not covering by Yahweh Shimei Shai, especially a man of the Lord. Okay? But before I get the precept, right, let's get Proverbs 18:10. It says, the name of the Lord in all caps is Yahweh, the God of the Bible. Alright, the word ignorantly calls God. Yes, he has a name. Alright, you can't call an every name. You gotta know his name. You remember Proverbs 30:4? What is his name is thou? What is his name and what is his son's name is thou can tell. They have a name. They have Hebrew names. All right. And it's a blessing to know the names. All right. It says the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe. This is where you get your safety. Because we was calling on names, me and her, and pretty much, even the dog, she saying the dog hair, dog is sent spirits. She say even the dog was like barking and you wonder what's going on. So the demon so strong and so ugly. You see? Dogs even send spirit. All right. Now, I looked up in the BBE. No, not in the BBE. The LSB. It says the name of Yahweh. Now they get Yahweh. It's Yahweh. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runs into it and is set securely on high. This way a safety comes in. This way you's gonna be secure. All right. This your protection under the banner of Yahweh Shimei Shai. All right. Nothing else. All right. Nothing else. All right. Nothing else. All right. Nothing else. What's gonna protect you in this time? Nothing else. All right. Only your faith and works. All right. Only what you put in your ghetto. Your faith and your works, babe. All right. This is Isaiah 32. Isaiah 32. Let me get some different translation, right? Isaiah 32:2. Let me see. The AMP. Isaiah 32:20. AMP. It says each one of them. That ain't talking about everybody. That's talking about the elect man of the Lord. All right. Will be a hiding place from the wind and a shelter from the storm, like streams of water in the dry land, like the shade of a huge rock in a parched and weary land to those who turn to them. All right. That mean everybody. All right. Because you want under the banner and covering on the Yahweh Shimei Shai, you in trouble. You in trouble. KJV, a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a cover from the tempest, as rivers of waters in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. All right. A man should be as a hiding place, right? All right. Right. Let's go go into the meaning of this. All right. When you look up covered, right? It says a shelter, a secrecy. You see, a secrecy, a covering. All right, that's an Israelite man, a man of the Lord. All right, and that same man is going to be like fine gold, even a golden wedge to offer, a man with faith. All right, serving the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, a man that fears Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, so that same man gonna be a covering or a protection when all hell broke loose out here. So yeah, it is. If you don't have no protection, you vulnerable. You vulnerable to anything, and them demons can come after you. So these women who end up ending out here, they can be in plenty problems. All right, because demons gonna be on a lot of people in that day. So if you ain't covered under the blood of Yahweh Shem Shai, especially a lot of this woman think you can just make it in like that. No, you're gonna humble down and not flicking day. All right, you're gonna humble down. You know, and we was delivered out of that because the Lord is gonna protect your whole soul. All right, the Lord's gonna protect your whole soul, babe. And guess what? These demons, they know who you are. All right, these demons know who we are. They know who serve the true power. All right, okay. So it's imperative for us to stay under the divine protection. Stay under that secret place, babe. All right. So the woman's protection is under the Israelite man. Let's find out our protection. Let's find out our protection, our secret place. Okay. It says, subject matter, Psalm 91. It says, secret security of the one who trusts in the Lord. This is our security. Believing wholeheartedly in the scriptures. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust. All right. Surely He shall deliver me from the snare of the fowler Esau, and from the noisome pestilence, those nuclear missiles. All right. All right. He shall cover thee with His feathers. Under His wings shall thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. All right. So yeah, it is. He shall cover thee with His feathers. Under His wings shall thou trust. Because the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna deliver us. From in those chariots. But you have to believe. You have to wholeheartedly believe that. Because if you don't truly believe that, miracles is gonna happen to you. You gotta wholeheartedly believe in what's written. Thou shalt not be afraid by the terror by night, nor by the arrow that flieth by day. We ain't gonna be afraid because we wholeheartedly trusted in Yahweh Shem Shai, baby. All right, but hey, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. All right. The secret places is true. You don't want to leave this bite. You don't want to leave this. You see that? Same thing. It's saying the same thing. It says covering, hiding place, secrecy, secret place. Protection. Yahweh Shem Shai is our protection. All right. You all woman out there, we's your protection. You see how it's an order in this? So when you go outside that order, it will be problems. So hey, things is gonna be crazy out here. Things is gonna be crazy out here. All right. These demons just want to attack you, but attack you, try to get at you. All right, but you stay under this divine protection, buddy. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. You just gotta rebuke those demons. But you gotta believe in the true power, the true God of the Bible, Yahweh, and His beloved Son Yahweh Shai. All right. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. All right. Because we're gonna see some crazy things in these last days. we're gonna see some crazy things in these last days. You know, a lot of people gonna bug out, crash out. In these times, demons is gonna just hop on these people. Esau put in these movies. You think? You know, these demons are gonna jump on these people, crash out. You know? Alright? But you under that covering, you're gonna be good. Especially covering on man. You see? You're gonna be good. You know? Yeah, man, but you know, to the spirit, you know, I just wanted to bring that out to the spirit and bow of Yahweh Shai Bashim Kakadash. Yeah, man. Shalom.